Hello, this video is being made at the request of one of my faithful followers, and they wanted me to do another example because they can't get their VR-09 to store two different sounds with the same patch name, which is essentially what happens. One is in the registration and one is with the panel knobs. So I've done it again. I've done another example and we're about to look at it, and I can confirm that it is possible and it does in fact work. You're looking at a modified sine lead 1, heavily modified. The waves were changed, the filter was changed, all the numbers were pulled all over the place, the sound was changed, even the LFO thing was changed, and we saved it in a registration. And now we can in fact get two different sounds, both of them called up with the same name, but one is in a registration sounding differently, which is our modified patch, and the other one is accessible with the panel switches. So that's what we're going to prove to you now if you just hang on a sec. There is our sine lead 1 in the synth category. See it there? Sine lead 1 synth. By the way guys, to stop that annoying USB cable disconnected whenever the iPad goes to sleep, what you need to do, and we're going to do it right now, is to go into settings. Okay, under general in your settings, change your auto lock to never, as we've done there, and your iPad will not display will not go dark. You'll run down your battery, but at least you will not have that annoying USB disconnected every time the iPad goes up. Okay, now we press read and it reads, and lo and behold, you can see clearly that the LED is on sine, and you can notice the position of all of those sliders, and you can see that the filter is on LPF1. Filter is on LPF1, okay? And also you can see that it's mono and not poly, and you can see that the portamento switch is on. Can you see those things? I hope you can see those things. So that's what it's showing on your editor. Now here's how it sounds. Listen to how it sounds. It sounds like a sine wave with portamento, just what you would expect. Now we've switched to bank 9 registration 4, where I have named it my test, and there's a little underscore which I forgot to take out further down, but I just changed the name from regist me to my test, and notice it's saying sine lead 1. In fact, the screen looks the same way, MFX distortion sine lead 1, but now we have a completely different sound. Listen to it. That's no longer a sine wave. And furthermore, it's a polyphonic patch. I'm holding complete chords. That's definitely not sine lead 1. So let's have a look now at what are the settings on our editor. We press the read button in the upper left hand corner, and it reads the patch. And now look carefully. Look carefully. Notice that the wave is now, the little LED is on square wave, and the settings of our, let's get some light on the subject, the settings of our, we're working under serious constraints here on the floor, the settings there are different, and our filter, notice where the LED is on our filter, we've moved it to BPV, bandpass filter, just below the bottom. And look at our switches there. We have turned the mono to poly, and we have turned off the portamento entirely. So guys, that's a completely different patch. It ain't sine lead 1 at all, even though it's reading sine lead 1 as the name. So it's still reading sine lead 1, but all the settings are different. Okay, so here's the final proof of the pudding. Hear it? Now let us move from the registration back to the real sine lead 1 set by the panel switches. How do we do that? We do that by pressing the synth lead button and then twiddling it up and down to change the parameters, and stopping on sine lead 1 and pressing enter. Or you don't even need to press enter, but hear it? We're back to our original sine wave with a portamento sweep. So guys, you do not lose your factory registrations. You do not lose your factory presets when you change and program the voices and store them in the registrations. Okay, thanks for watching the Stephen Mendes channel, and we will be sure to see you very soon again.